Yeah, and your life story, man, at one point, you were a homeless man, correct?
You know, I was. There was a point in time where I was really in between either staying in Florida or going back to my home state and my hometown of Utica, New York. And during that time, that transition it was really up in the air. I wasn't sure where I was going, what I was going to do. And I remember I rented a room up in Utica, and it was it literally was, if you listen to the audiobook, it was an attic, and it literally was that. As a matter of fact, I didn't include this in the audiobook, but it was an unfinished attic. I mean, you can see nails coming through the ceiling, literally, dust and dirt and just a bed. And, that was me for a couple of months. And then, I didn't have a job at the time to be able to continue living like that. Not that I wanted to, but it was probably a blessing that I went over to a homeless shelter. And the homeless shelter at the time was actually the YMCA. And it was, they had, they rented rooms there, but they also had rooms for people who were struggling and that were homeless. And that's where I went. And, it was quite an experience for me at that time, because there were many days where I just, I didn't eat. I just was like in limbo. I didn't really know what I was doing or where I was going until I finally decided that it was time for me to go back down to Florida and reconnect with what would be my future wife. And I'll tell you the funny story that led me to that particular move back there was when I was living at the Y. I always felt I was always at my lowest point in life right there. Yeah. However, one day, in my audiobook, you'll hear me talk about a 10-speed bicycle that I had. And It was almost too unbelievable to include in the book, but I used to lock my 10-speed bicycle to a tree that was outside of the YMCA. And one day I came downstairs and the bike was gone, but the lock was still there. And I was like, that's it, I'm done. I can't, I ain't got a bicycle, I ain't got a job, I don't have anything. And I reached out to my grandparents, God bless them both. And they helped me out with a little bit of money. I went back down to Florida. I went back to stay with my aunt. And that was kind of the start of a new start for me, if that makes any sense.
Tommy DeCarlo, lead vocalist for Boston, dies at 60. The lead vocalist for the iconic rock band Boston has died at the age of 60 after battling brain cancer. His family confirmed the news in a heartfelt Facebook post, writing, "It is with heavy hearts that we share the passing of our dad, Tommy DeCarlo, on Monday, March 9th, 2026. After being diagnosed with brain cancer last September, he fought with incredible strength and courage right up until the very end. During this difficult time, we kindly ask that friends and fans respect our family's privacy as we grieve and support one another. Rest in peace, Dad." DeCarlo joined Boston in 2007 following the death of the band's original lead singer, Brad Delp. What began as a fan posting covers of Boston songs online eventually led to him becoming the band's frontman and performing with them on tour. In 2021, he released the audiobook Unlikely Rockstar, The Tommy DeCarlo Story, where he shared his remarkable journey from devoted fan to performing with the legendary rock band. He was 60. Rest in peace, Tommy DeCarlo.